Welcome back to Dmac Mad Gaming. I'm your host, the Mad Gamer, and here we believe gaming is a lifestyle, not a hobby. Welcome back, guys, and I want to talk about this crazy controversy surrounding the Game of the Year Awards for 2019, and how people making accusations of Jeff Keighley and Hideo Kojima about conspiring to get his game nominated for one of the awards for Gamer of the Year awards for 2019. This was just mind blowing. It's like people look for conspiracy in places that are none. There's no empirical evidence showing that even if Hideo Kojima is on the advisory board, they have nothing to do with the nominations. It's the journalists of the game industry companies that nominate games for the Game of the Year award. And Jeff Keighley came out and kind of bust everybody out about it because everyone's like, it's just too much of a coincidence that Death Stranding is in one of the nominees for Game of the Year awards. This is just conspiracy, and then these journalists are in ties with Hideo Kojima Productions, and it's just too convenient and all this mess. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, Mass Gamer, seriously, can people be this outrageous, over the top, thinking conspiracy theory, thinking people that they think that there's really something really going on with the Game of the Year awards for 2019 because Jeff Keighley is the person that hosted, and Hideo Kojima is one of the advisory members of the advisory board, and this is what they get from it. And then Rich from Review Tech USA and a couple other people was trying to talk about it and say, well, it just don't make any sense. This just don't make any sense at all. How does this look because he's on the advisory board and because he's friends with Jeff Keighley that he had to be nominated because of that alone? It's crazy how people make assumptions about these programs and these awards and things like that. Let me explain something to you guys. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why I feel like it's ludicrous, it's outrageous, and it just makes no sense at all. And I don't understand why people are jumping on board with this. It makes no sense. I try to stay out of it. DMAC told me, stay out of it, Mass Gamer. Let people think what they want to think. Let people have their own opinions about things. If they have some kind of theory on how this is conspiracy and how the controversy surrounding this is something to be uncovered, let them uncover it. But I couldn't take it anymore. I just had to get out here and make a video for you guys to give you the real reason why people are just hating on this game. Even though I didn't like the game personally myself. I've been watching DMAC and a couple other gamers that I know that are cool with and are friends with play it. And it's a game. It's a interesting game, and I'm just not interested in a walking sim or traversing throughout the game from point A to point B all the time without any way of speeding the process up. I mean, it's too slow. It's too slow paced for me, and it just didn't seem like a game I would play. That's my preference. That's subjective. But as a game itself, it meets all the criteria of what a game is and what makes this game intriguing to others and fits the criteria with that as well. And I'm going to explain that to you in this video and tell you why I feel like people are just losing their rockers. So let's get started. So you already know that a Game of the Year awards or any type of award is just an event to kind of nominate the people that created these movies and games or whatever is being nominated to give them props to help them sell more of what they created. The Game of the Year Awards is the same thing as the Oscars and the Music Awards. It's just giving respect to the creators and the publishers of this content that we love to consume on a daily basis. And it helps them promote themselves and get free publicity and able to sell more of what they're producing. That is what this is all about. That is what the Game of the Year Awards is, the Oscars, the BET Awards, all that. It's just to promote. It's just a way to promote your content, your brand, to a wider audience that may not never heard of you. That's what that is. All that is. That's all that is. Leanna K said it best. I'll leave a link to her video on this because she talked about it as well, and it made perfect sense. That's why I like watching her. But from a gamer standpoint, Death Stranding is not my type of game. But I can see how it can be compelling to other gamers. Now you know me. I do like my single player driven games that have a linear story. I love games like that, but Death Stranding was just not my cup of tea because of the gameplay mechanics. That everybody can get behind gameplay mechanics like that. But it was a game, and it was an impressive game at that. Now, when you think about games and why they engage in it, for one, they have challenges that you can achieve and get some type of gratification from. And Death Stranding has that. It has a lot of challenges. navigating the terrain through traversal, managing your inventory, making sure you complete missions on top of missions, driving the narrative forward. I mean, these are all challenges that you have in this game to give you some type of certification, some type of achievement. Now, it doesn't have a competitive element to it, but that's okay. It has a social component to it, where everyone interacts with each other throughout the game as they play, and you can leave little things in the game to help people throughout the game that's having a difficult time. That's the social component of the game. And the story from the game is a Hideo Kojima game, and a lot of his fans love his narratives. This is what it is, and people are getting bent all the shade because they feel like this game was boring. They felt like this game was just had no real rhythm to it. It was just something that was thrown together. I mean, it was, and they just couldn't get it. They was dumbfounded by it. And when all that controversy with Hideo G came out, they felt even more angry about the situation. So they was making something big out of something that wasn't really big. And Jeff Keighley had to bust people out because of the accusations they were throwing at him. They're all the reason why he's nominated because you're best friends with him. Why is being best friends with somebody automatically makes you somebody that's going to be deceiving, unhanded, and not fair? That just blows me. And then on top of that, because Hideo Kojima's on an advisory board, they thought that he nominated his game because he's on a board with a lot of other big producers companies and manufacturing companies like Microsoft and Sony and others. And that wasn't the case. It's just mind-boggling how people just assume things and go on no evidence whatsoever. No period evidence leaking that Jeff Keighley or Hideo Kojima did something foul to the Game of Year Awards. And a lot of people don't even tune into the Game of Year Awards. Yes, it's a big event for gamers, but not every gamer tunes in. And maybe this game was nominated because of how unique it is and how more people need to give it a shot. And being nominated for a Game of Year Award helps that chance for them to sell more of their game. It helps them to make more money. It's just publicity. That's all it is. It's a publicity. It's just all about publicity and advertising. That's what the Game of Year Awards is. That's what the Oscars are. That's what all that stuff is. And I know what you guys gonna say in the comment section. Well, Mad Gamer, that still don't make it right. Yes, but no one has found any evidence stating that this game and Hideo Kojima did anything wrong, or Jeff Keighley did anything wrong to help this game be nominated. The nominations are done by the journalists of the gaming industry. Kotaku, IGN, Polygon. These are the companies that nominate these games. And even though Rich said in Review Tech USA that one of the journalist companies that rated the game 100 was in the game, so that's the reason why they probably nominated. One person nominated something is not going to guarantee it to be in the Game of Year Awards. That makes no sense. Not one company that's nominated something is going to make everybody say, okay, let's put it in there. I'm sure it's a unanimous agreement among all the journalists in the gaming community, in the gaming industry, to nominate these games. And a lot of games that was loved by a lot of games community made it. Resident Evil 2, Outer Worlds. I mean, I don't understand why this was made into a big deal like this. It's scary and hilarious at the same time. But I don't know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you feel like I'm overreacting? You feel like that people weren't making a big deal about it and people had their suspicions and they right to have the suspicions because this happens in the game industry all the time? Or do you think people are just being silly and breathing into something that's not really there without any empirical evidence, giving them leeway to go deeper into the situation? And Jeff Keighley came out and shut all that accusations down. And I gotta give him props for that. Way to go, Jeff Keighley, coming in and shut down all the accusations because they didn't know what the hell they was talking about, and they was trying to game up on you and make you seem like you was an unfair person by nominating that game instead of the game that they wanted to be nominated. But that's my thoughts about the whole controversy surrounding the Game of Year Awards. What do you guys think? Do you feel like the Mad Gaming over here is being a little over dramatic about the situation? The reason why I feel like this is because it's just insane and impractical for these people to be making all these accusations without any evidence at all. I mean, that's not who we are as gamers. We look for evidence. We look for things that kind of correlate with what's happening to make a decision about what we think is happening. You just don't go off your feelings because your game didn't make it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for staying to the end of the video. We appreciate you guys. We just want to say welcome to some new subscribers. Just subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you, and have notification bells on because we will be making some new content pretty soon and changing up the format a little bit. We're still working on that. Me and Dmac still working on that, but that will be coming out soon. Probably in mid 2020, you'll be seeing a lot of different more content from us with different formats, and I'm sure you guys gonna love it. So as always, stay safe, keep gaming. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a member. Hit that like button, helps us out, and share it if you can as well. That also helps out. And stay gaming. I'm out. Talk to you later.